All right, folks, so welcome back to week two. This is End All Be All here. And this week looks relatively light, the matchup. I've got a few folks, I think a couple of them with double GLs, but mostly everyone else is single GL. Not much of an issue I see this week. Today, our opponent is Caucus Da from Rogue French Force Endor, a French guild. Pretty decent lifetime banners. In fact, apart from me, I think he's got the highest lifetime banners in my group, 464k. Has got a single GL, only SLKR, decent amount of defense, and he's got an overall decent roster. Pretty decent speeds and offense and all that. But he tends to go slightly lighter on defense. I think he likes to keep his SLKR on offense, but likes to keep Luke on defense. So if my estimate is right based on his history, I shouldn't see an SLKR at the back. But I have my teams ready to counter it in case I do see it. For my defense, I've kept my own Ray on defense with the two pre-taunters. I've kept my Darth Revan. I've kept my Newt team with a Sarge out in the front. I think a good Django should be able to take care of the team, but I don't know if my opponent will use that. And then on top, I've kept a few other good teams, the Finn team, the Padme, CLS squad with the Chupio and C3PO, which has always been doing good for me. My opponents always take a tough team against that. And I've taken my Grievous squad over here just to pull a JKR over there. And at the back, kept some relatively lighter teams. I wanted to save what I could for offense. And then I've kept my Rebel and my Malevolence. My opponent will usually keep his own Malevolence on defense, but he'll take his Negotiator against my Malevolence, and I'm hoping that he struggles against my Rebels. That's the plan. Alright, and at the top over here is kept a few tough teams. Relic Up, Good Sisters, and he's got Watt over there as well. And then down south is where he has his Jedi Knight Luke. R7 with the R7 GK and a Hermit Yoda as well. So we're going to go for that squad first, and then we can take care of the Geos and Phasma with something else. But let's go after this squad. I think this is going to be the toughest squad on the board for us. So I'm going to use my best team on it, which is going to be Jedi Master Luke with Hermit Yoda. And I have taken Obi-Wan Kenobi for an extra ability block. I think this one should get the job done. I'm going to first go and do a flux and then give this to Luke. Reduce some more turn meter. Okay, excellent. Yoda has got that, which is always good to see. Let's get some potency up from him. Let's call him to assist again. And let's call Luke to assist. Let's call Luke to assist again. And now let's call Ben to assist. Another reflex, and that's it. Didn't allow them to take a turn. Excellent. 54 banners. Nothing better can be expected from Luke. Now, let's see, which one do we want to target next? Let's actually take care of the Geo squad. I think I'm going to take in my EP squad over there. Maybe I should take in my Thrawn as well, given that these are relicked up. I was thinking of saving my Thrawn for something else, but actually let's give this a shot. Let's go with Piet and EP. My Vader is going to outspeed them, so I'm hoping to be able to get rid of Spy early. Let's do this first. Get some turn meter. Let's do this, and let's start going after Spy one by one. So we've got Soldier, Brood Alpha, and Spy. Let's land an ability block on Brood Alpha. Excellent. Ability block on Soldier, almost gone. Take care of Spy, and then on Brute, because he counters, we save our Force Crush for the Brute. He is going to counter back now. Okay, let's if we do this, he gets stealth with this. this he has to give to somebody. Let's give this to Vader. See if he can't land a stun. Couldn't. Okay, let's do this. And see if he can't take out Brute. Not yet. Let's take care of Brute now. And then see if he can't ability block Brood Alpha. And take care of him. Excellent. So I think we'll lose one banner because of the protection on Vader. But yeah, we managed to save Thrawn at least. So I think it was worth it. Piet definitely does add a lot of oomph to the team, a lot of potency and offense for Vader, which is always good. Now against the Phasma squad, I'm thinking I'll take my crew team and just control them right from the beginning. I think these guys should be able to get them under control. Now this guy has got a cleanse, so I'm going to stun him, and then I'm going to pass the turn meter back to a crew, stun Phasma, and let's do this. Let's mass assist on him and get rid of him. Let's do a basic on him and maintain taunt. Now let's take care of first order officer. I'm going to lose a taunt, but shouldn't be a problem. Let's do us. Okay, I think it'll probably end with 53 over here as well. That's fine. That Phasma team does have a lot of turn meter generation and controls a lot. So let's see what's at the back, and then we can plan out how we want to take out the rest of his squads. As expected, there's no SLKR at the back. He's kept pretty much the same teams that I usually expect to see based on his history. So let's make a plan, come back and try to get as close to 54 banners as we can on the rest of his squads. I think it should be doable. Alright, let's tackle the Grievous squad first. We know what we want to take against that. That's going to be the good old Jedi Knight Revan squad with Grandmaster Yoda and Jolie Bindo. So let's actually target down B1 first, take down a few stacks because it is modded for tons of damage. B2 hasn't been triggered yet, which is weird. Still hasn't been triggered. There we go. Okay, let's keep targeting down. Let's get rid of all these debuffs. There we go. B1 is triggered, B2 is triggered again. Savior still hasn't procced, but I think we can go after B1 now. Spread some buffs around. Target B1 again. And now let's get rid of him. Excellent. There goes Grievous, but no worries because we are pretty close to taking care of B1 as well. I think this one should take care of B1. Not yet. Let's pass it back to him. One splash and B2 and Grievous is going to go. But I don't know how much of health we'll be able to recover. This might just be a 51 banner. Let's give some back to Revan. Yeah, it's probably going to be 51. Alright, that's fine. We'll try to make up banners elsewhere. Now for the Asajj team, they are relicked up, the sisters. So I'm going to go in with my Watt Wampa Stormtrooper Han combo. This one typically works pretty well against sisters as long as I give Stormtrooper Han his taunting tech. So let's do that first. And then give weapons tech to Wampa. And then get some Daze out. Daze really works well on an Asajj team. Let's just give some protection up to everyone, or protection back. and keep working down on these. Okay, let's take care of Spirit almost. Do I want Spirit to remain behind while I work on Asajj, while I recover banners? I think that might be better. So let's get Zombie down a couple of times, and then see if we can't recover full banners on Han. Ooh, man, that Spirit is hitting hard. Should have probably not tried to go for that. Let's just try to get rid of Spirit now. I think we'll end with 51 over here again. Yeah, even though it was a G12, a G13 Relic Stormtrooper Han, that Spirit is nothing to be messed with. Alright, so 251's not off to a good start, but let's see what else we want to do. Against the Newt squad, I can probably take my Geos. I think they should be able to get the job done. Let's start working down on them, get some turn meter. Spy gets some more turn meter, and let's do this. Now we should be able to one-shot this guy. Newt, and Watt is probably going to bring him back, but let's work on Watt a little bit. There he goes, he gets brought back. Doesn't have the taunt tech yet, so he's not going to taunt. Alright, let's recover some health back on him. Get rid of him, and let's get rid of Watt. There we go. And now let's work down on Newt. I don't know if he'll be able to come around to another heal, but as of now, I think we are at full health and full protection. Yeah, I think this might be 53. I think we lost banner on one of them. Okay, that's I'll take 53 on a Newt. Those are always a little tricky. Now, what do I want to do next? I'll probably go for let's see, probably JTR on that crew squad down south. Actually, I do have some decent squad. I've got Gas, I've got Shark T, I've got Kira, and I've got Luke as well. Let's see. Alright, let's use our Kira, Han, Chewie against this squad and punch through them fast. Who do you want to stun? Well, definitely Bastilla. Let's keep going after her. Let's get rid of the debuffs. So he is taunting. Let's get some more buffs for Han to assist. And let's see if we can't take him down fast. I think we've got no option but to go through him. Let's dispel all the debuffs since she is prepared. Let's go after Basti again. She's the main damage dealer. There we go. She's taken care of. The good thing about this squad is there is tons of protection recovery. So you don't have to worry about ending with full banners. And they punch above their weight. Kira is a perfectly good lead if you are using CLS elsewhere. Okay, so should have his Malevolence as I expected, and First Order squad. So let's use our Grievous or General Kenobi versus the Malevolence. Let's see, what Malevolence fleet is it? It looks like the regular fleet with the Sunfac. Okay, let's use a Kenobi. Let's use Galactic Republic ships. I like to go with Rex, Y-Wing, and I think these should be more than enough for enough protection recovery. Unless something goes wrong, I think we should end with decent banners. Let's see. Let's get rid of Vulture Droids, given that it has buff immunity. Let's land some buff immunity and healing immunity there, and then we can focus down on Sunfac. Let's give some turn meter to Annie. Okay, there goes the Buzz Droids. Now we call an Upload to give everyone some turn meter. And then keep going after Sunfac. Okay, let's give this to everyone. Okay, all that will come, but we can just cleanse it off. Alright, so he's taken care of. Let's keep going after Hyena Bomber. Let's do a bombing run. Get some thermals on the field. I wonder if these thermals count towards the feat. Probably not. I think they're referring to the bounty hunter kind of thermals, so I don't think these will count. But let's actually go in after this and take a look at it to see if that is the case. Let's give some turn meter and protection back to Plo, and now I think we should be good with 65 banners. Okay, simple enough. Let's actually, I'm curious about that. Let's go in and see the thermal feat. Thermal detonators, nope, none of them. So yeah, the thermal feat doesn't apply for ships. I think it's only for bounty hunters and Javas if they apply thermals in the character section. All right, let's claim this. And let's go back in and finish off the other fleet, and then we can focus down south. And for this one, I think I'm going to take in my Radar Squad. It's got the maximum potential for banner recovery, just because there's tons of healing which happens over there. And I like to go in with these guys. And let's see. And the Ebenhawk. Probably don't even need this guy. Let's just go in with these. All right. 5 ships. Let's first, they're going to get the hunted out. And we will need to target this ship. Kylo Ren Unmasked Shuttle. His ship, command ship, whatever that ship is. Okay. Now, let's actually heal up a little bit. That heal will come around again. I'm just going to go after lots of damage after this ship. There we go. Now it's out. There's no more danger. Boba ship. Alright, let's get our Millennium Falcon out and do this ability. We've got days, a couple of them, which is pretty good. They are going after my Poe, which I don't like at all. Let's give this to Houndstooth so that he can start taunting. There we go. Alright, let's do a big hit. 100k damage. My Poe is almost out. Let me take care of this ship. And let's get the final one in. Okay, now we should be able to clear these guys out. I don't know if we'll be able to cycle around to another heal. There we go. We managed to get a little bit of heal up. but not sure how much that will help. But let's see how many banners we ended with. 65, not bad. That's one good thing about the Radis. Unlike the Malevolence, where you typically end up losing lots of banners on offense unless you go really, really undersized, with the Radis you always end up with pretty decent banners. Alright, we've got a few squads over here, only 4 squads. What should we do over here? Okay, I think we can undersize a couple of these. We've still got our Master Jedi Knight Luke, which I think who I think does really well against First Order because of the ability block and stun and all of that. So I'm just going to go undersize that with Shark T, and I think that should be more than enough. Let's see. So Shark T is going to go first, do this, and then Luke is going to stun everyone. Let's call Luke to assist and get rid of Kylo almost. There we go. And now let's hide Luke. Wow. I don't know if this will be full protection on Shark T though. Oh, there we go. 55. Clean. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Jedi Knight Luke is one guy who can stand one-on-one with SLKR, so a regular First Order team is definitely no problem for him. I've got Basti and Gas, who do really well against almost any team because of the defense ignore. So I'm going to take them against this Mon Mothma team. And I think that should be good enough. He'll definitely go first because of the huge turn meter boost that Basti gives. He's going to be back, but not much of a problem. Let's do that and see if we can't get rid of 3PO. There we go. And now it's just base. There we go. Okay, another 55. So far so good. Now against Nest is always going to be problematic. So I'm going to take in my Nihilus with Treya for the isolate on L3 and Thrawn for some protection recovery. I think that should manage this team pretty well. I'm going to hand it to Treya so that she isolates him, isolates L3, and then let's fracture Nest and then take care of Kira, and then we can focus down on Nest on L3. Okay, let's take care of Kira. Now we'll have to let's fracture Nest again. Let's keep working down on L3 until we get Annihilate ready. Let's reduce some cooldowns on Nihilus. There we go. Nest is annihilated, and now we just have to ensure that we have full health and full protection on everyone, which I think we do. And then let's just take care of L3, and then we should end with full 54 banners, no problem. Okay, another fracture. Yeah, pretty easy control. Good thing about fracture is it prevents all those counters. So we end up, we end up not getting countered at least, which can always take out a few banners here and there. Now I'm going to leave this one team till the end and see how my opponent does. Because if I really don't need the banners, then I can probably just take in my Django and Zam and get the feat completed. But if I need the banners, I'll probably come back and take a really good team against it. I've got plenty. I've got Mon Mothma, I've got my clones, and JTR as well. So depending on how my opponent does and whether I need those banners or not, I might just go back in and do a feat. So let's leave it for here until my opponent has had a chance to go. All right, let's take a look at how my opponent has done. I did struggle quite a bit. Um, One shot everything at the top, no problem at all, even though these were all tough teams. And then at the back, one shot my malevolence with his negotiator and struggled against the rebels fleet as I expected. And I have put in quite a bit of investment in the rebel fleet. I've given all of them, all the main ships, 6E mods, the pilots, even though I almost never used them in the character arena. Look at that, all 6E mods on home 1. And then on Biston and Scarif Rebel Pathfinder as well. Another two useless characters who I almost never use, but it's important for me to get their ship speed up to 152, just to be able to outspeed some of those important enemy ships. So if you don't want to get your relics on these characters, you have to invest in mods for them. But pretty happy with the performance of my Rebel fleet. I think it's the second time this season that they've helped me stay with the fleet zone and not get cleared. And then down south, struggled a little on my Darth Revan as well as my Newt squad with Asajj lead. I've been pretty happy with that squad. It's gotten me quite a few holds last season as well, last week. And then his SLKR struggled quite a lot against my Rey again. I think this is an offense modded Rey, and this is the second time that this season that my Rey has held off an SLKR, which I'm pretty happy about. So I'm really thrilled with the offense modded Rey. I think it's definitely the way to go for 3v3 at least. And I'm glad that I don't have to waste strong characters with her. Just two pre-taunting tanks, both of them G12. They're more than enough to do a decent job in holding off SLKR. So pretty happy with the performance of this Rey. And obviously my opponent didn't get to see the back zone, so I'm glad I kept relatively weaker teams over here. So now now that we've won, let's go ahead and we can probably complete some feats over here. And the two feats that we have in mind are the Zam and Django, and then the thermal detonator fleet. So let's take this in. I don't know if this is going to be a one shot, but let's at least see if we can't apply some thermals and make some progress on that fleet. So instead of taunting, I'm going to attack with the Mass Assist over here, Hunting Party. And because Zam lead gives extra potency, I'm hoping that the stun lands. Excellent. And because of Zam lead, the thermal detonator was applied, and Zam did the basic on that, and with the thermal detonator popping, Zam got some additional turn meter as well. So I'm going to target Droidica and apply some thermals over there and see if I can't take out Droidica right now. Okay, got rid of Dooku, which is good. So unfortunately this team doesn't have any buff dispel, so we will probably have to wait until Bosk gets his taunt off. Otherwise Droidica is probably going to one shot one of those weaker characters. At least this allows us to place a few more thermals. Bosk is almost gone, and I think before one of these weaker characters is probably going to bite the dust now. Ooh, almost. Okay, now this is our chance to get rid of Droidica. Okay, 51 banners, not the best, but we got at least the Zam and Django feat done, and we made some progress towards the thermal feat, I think. So we end with 2670, not bad. That's I think the best score we've got so far in this season of 3v3. So let's see how much progress we've made on the feats. We got this one, and 16 thermal detonators. Okay, we've got 3 days to get the other 4. Not a big deal. All right, not bad. So pretty happy with this, the first match of this week. Join me in a couple of days when we face our next opponent. Until then, take care and happy gaming.